Greetings, this is Sean Seams again here to do my final reflections assignment for CS 296, summer of 2026. I just want to start off by saying that I haven't had as much time to go back and adjust things on my GitHub or LinkedIn profile because over the last couple of weeks we've had a last minute decision where we are moving out of state. So we have been going through the rigmarole of buying and selling a house over the last couple of weeks, and it has been very hectic as I try to juggle all of that as well as doing my classwork. Okay. For the first thing that I want to show is what I've updated on my GitHub and LinkedIn since Mod 2. The big thing that I've done on my GitHub is I started working on a project to showcase some of what I've learned in Rust, which is my Fido project. It's a file indexer and data organizer that I was working on quite extensively throughout the class after week 2. For the last couple of weeks, I haven't had a chance to do any commits to it, but I wanted to make sure that I'm getting some projects on my GitHub that I can show off to potential employers. I haven't had to do anything on my LinkedIn. I've been talking to some of my coworkers and sending out requests to new people that I've connected with on LinkedIn. Once Fido's done, that will then be integrated into my LinkedIn profile. I created my Trello board here for a short-term 6-month project. Obviously, the first thing I need to do is to finish my Fido project. It doesn't have too much to do. I just need to work on polish and the README files and things like that. So for my to-do lists here, I would like to make some contributions to some open source programs on GitHub, things that again showcase what I've learned through Rust. I'd like to start applying for like a help desk job or some kind of technician job. Moving across the country puts a damper on getting my associates here at Olympic College. I have since had to withdraw from all the classes that I'm in, so I'm going to have to find some way to transfer those credits to the East Coast and continue to work toward my associates. I'd like to try to sell some of my server space that I've built up over the time, maybe rent out 1 or 2 game servers to people just to start getting some kind of work experience there on my own. I want to rework my resume over the next couple months, and I want to continue to network with people in the area since I'm moving to the East Coast, specifically Virginia. It's going to give me a chance to make new friends, talk to new people, get to know the industry out there a little bit better than what I have here. The open source projects that I found that I would like to pursue over the next couple months are based off of SharkDB. It is the FD command, which is a clone of the find command that's written in Rust. And I also found one called bat, which is a clone of the cat command, also written in Rust. As far as how my thinking has changed over this course, as far as career planning goes, I have learned that I don't need to focus so much on the experience itself of like having a job already, but rather having projects that I can showcase in my resumes and things like that that will help, as well as talking to people in the industry because it's getting to the point where it's more about who you know and less about what you know. So the ability to network with people that are in the industries that I'm trying to get into is going to be incredibly helpful in the future when trying to land a job. If I was to mentor a student coming into the OC program and either they were getting their associate's or their bachelor's degree, I think the big thing that I would tell them is to take advantage of every aspect of support that they have in their lives currently. I know a lot of the people coming into the associate's program are coming in straight out of high school and they have the ability to still be supported by their parents. So that's a great opportunity for them to go out and try to land some of those unpaid internships and take advantage of it while they can, while they don't have all these responsibilities to take care of. If they have friends and clubs that they can participate in, that they should spend that free time now and make those connections and build that experience there, so they're not relying specifically on just job experience, but rather life experience. The most important thing that I think I learned through this course is how impactful it is having working projects in the volunteer work that you can do, to put on a resume when you haven't had any kind of IT job. I mean, I'm going from blue collar work, working in trucking, to try to get into this white collar job, of network administration or software engineering and things like that. And so having projects and having volunteer work that I can show that I know what I'm doing is probably going to be the most beneficial thing that I can have on my resume in the future. And again, thank you so much for all of your time. I really enjoyed the class, and I wish you the best of luck.